You mga kawok, Lan here, your woke political storytellers sa hashtag Walk with Lan channel. Imagine this, ikaw, chill lang sa bahay, biglang may K-drama sa TV, cash-filled suitcases, forged documents, at isang kontrabida na gustong-gustong magsabpina para takpan ang kanyang baho. Welcome to the latest episode of the Philippine Politics, Ping Lacson versus the Truth Squad. Okay Ping Lacson, ipapasubpina si Marcoleta at Orly Gotesa. Huwag masyadong pahalata ang It Bulaga. Bakit ko sinabi yan? Kasi parang noontime show na scripted, full of twists pero walang substance. Simpleng kwentuhan lang tayo ngayon Walang lecture, promise. Just facts, laughs, at konting intellectual spice para hindi ka matulog after couple of minutes. Kung first time mo dito, hit that subscribe button naman, please. Tulong mo sa akin para maging fearless sa exposing this political acrobatics. At sa mga loyal walkers, salamat. Ready? Let's dive in. First, the backstory. Ano ba itong flood control mess na ito? Okay, mga kababayan, picture this It's September 25, 2025. Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearing on flood control projects na supposed to expose the anomalies, yung mga overpriced contracts na nag-cause ng baha sa Metro Manila. Last year, billions of pesos, taxpayers' money, gone poof. At saka biglang lumabas si Orly Gutesa, retired Navy Master Sergeant, dating security aide ni Representative Saldico ng Ako Bicol. Surprise witness courtesy of our hero today, Senator Rolante Marcoleta. Okay, si Gutesa parang action star sa testimony niya. Sabi niya, regular daw siyang nagdi-deliver ng mga luggage full of cash. Yes, yes, cash mga kaibigan, ang dinideliver, dollars at pesos straight to the house of House Speaker Martin Romualdez in Forbes Parks, Makati, no? From 2023 hanggang now, allegedly para sa kickbacks sa flood projects. Talaga, galing Romualdez, yung right-hand man ni President Marcos, instant bombshell. Pero wait, simpleng kwentuhan pa lang, no? Marcoleta, staunch ally ni Vice President Sara Duterte, ini-introduce si Gutesa bilang key witness. Bakit? Kasi according to Marcoleta, si Gutesa was referred by the late congressman. Hindi po late former Congressman Mike Defensor. Credible source di ba? Gutesa even shared his resume. Served under Rafi Biason, Jejo Barbinay, Martin Andanar, solid government man, hindi fake. Sabi pa niya, I can protect myself. When asked about witness protection, no drama, just facts. At eto na, the plot twist. Yung affidavit ni Gutesa may controversy. Isang lawyer na si Pichi Rose Espera sabi, hindi niya notarize yun. Falsified daw. Pero guys, think about it. In a hearing full of power players, bakit hindi magpa-fake ng document para diskreditahin ang witness? Marcoleta defended him immediately. Stick ka lang sa script mo, Mr. Gutesa. Wag ad-lib. Parang coach sa basketball protective at strategic. Now, enter the antagonist, Senate President pro tempore, Ping Lacson, yung dating PNP chief na parang detective sa movies. Biglang nagdemand ng full background check sa Gutesa. Totally surprise witness. Sabi niya, fair enough. On the surface, oo. Pero after the hearing, September 28 na. Lacson drops the bomb. Manila RTC may subpoena Gutesa and even Marcoleta. Why? Kasi allegedly, the affidavit mystery needs court probe. Smells fishy, di ba? At si Tito Soto, the OG Itbulaga, host turned Senate President. Weeks before, during the probe, tinawag niyang gimmick ang efforts ng minority, like Marcoleta's push for deeper digs. Sabi pa niya sa interview, that is a gimmick by the minority. Have they not thought that Martin Romualdez could be my lapdog? Ouch! De La Rosa at Marcoleta fired back. The Senate is not a noontime show. Direct hit, no? Sa Soto's pass, it bulaga vibes, full of entertainment, pero walang justice. Okay, ha? Story so far. Gutesa exposes cash flow to Romualdez doorstep. Marcoleta amplifies it. Lacson at Soto counter-attack move. No, so Pinas at name calling. Parang chess game pero with real people's lives at stake. Pause for a sip of coffee. Okay, deep analysis po tayo next. Sarap. Okay. Alright mga kaibigan ha. Okay mga kawok. Kwentuhan over. Time for the brain workout. Bakit tayo dapat mag-cheer kay Marcoleta at Gutesa? First, fact base. Gutesa's testimony aligns with earlier leaks sa probe. Contractors like the Discayas admitted systematic fraud in bidding. Billions missing. At Romualdez name popping up. That's not coincident. That's corruption 101. Si Marcoleta, as a former Blue Ribbon, si Marcoleta po as a former Blue Ribbon chair, brought this to light despite the leadership shake-up na inilagay si Lacson sa position niya. Hero move. Sabi niya mismo, I did not mean to divert. I asked for forgiveness if shortcomings, but direction is right, humble, accountable, unlike others. Now, criticizing Lacson naman tayo, no? Yung subpoena threat. It's a classic deflection tactic sa political science to cocktail policy or U2. Instead of probing the cash deliveries, focus on the messenger's affidavit. We rush to the court when Senate rules say witness need 3-day notice. Lacson himself violated that by allowing the surprise. Tapos ngayon, magko-complain ka, hypocrisy alert. Plus, as PNP vet, he knows background checks take time. Pero bakit selective lang? No similar hits sa Romualdez side. At Tito Soto, no? Parang Itbulaga episode where the host calls the contestants talent gimmick to avoid payout. Sabi niya, they can die from hurt feelings. When minority calls out his overreach, like ordering Engineer Hernandez transfer without vote, no? Parang power trip. Imagine your TikTok expose on school corruption. Tapos principal mo sabihing fake news at ire-report ka instead. That's Soto. Gatekeeping truth to protect allies. Under his watch, probe continued despite Malacanang's independent commission. Pero selective lang ang scrutiny. Protecting Marcos allies, no? Smells like dynasty defense. Okay, Lacson at Soto team up, Parang body cop movie. Lacson and Soto, subpoena showdown, no? Pero instead of catching crooks, they are subpoenaing the whistleblower, no? So Foucault power dynamics. Knowledge is power. Gutesa holds the knowledge, so they attack the source. Marcoleta counters by amplifying voices like Gutesa's, empowering the marginalized. That's real leadership for Gen Z, not showbiz, but substance. Okay, back to kwentuhan mode. Imagine si Gutesa, 42, retired early pero hindi tumigil sa service. From VIP security sa Malacanang hanggang delivery boy ng corruption evidence, talk about the plot armor. Marcoleta, ha, yung lawyer na hindi natatakot sa big bosses. Remember, ha, when he grilled the Discayas, relentless pero fair. If this were a Pinoy teleserye, Lacson would be the brooding anti-hero na I know the law pero ends up subpoenaing the wrong guy. Soto, the comic relief na ano ba yan, gimmick with EB dance moves. Pero seriously ha, youth pips, this affects you. Baha sa school, overpriced infra na nagiging TikTok memes. Support voices like Marcoleta, Marcoletas para mabago yan mga kaibigan. Okay ha, Gutesa decline protection kasi kakayanin ko. Sabi niya, no wow, resilience versus Soto's billions ka, hard guards, tone deaf. Ay, nako mga kaibigan. So mga ka-walk, sa huli, Marcoleta po at Gutesa are the real MVPs, pushing truth against the tide. Lacson at Soto, wag masyadong pahalata ang Itbulaga script nyo. Let's demand real probes, not subpoenas on heroes. Kaya mga kababayan ha, sa panahon ng kasinungalingan, ang katotohanan ang unang sinisikil. Pero kasama kayo ha, kaya nating ipaglaban ang tama. Sumali na sa aking YouTube membership. Tulungan ninyo akong manatiling malaya, walang takot at laging handang lumaban para sa bayan. Salamat sa suporta mga ka-walk. Sumali na sa #WalkWithLan, YouTube channel, membership at maging bahagi ng laban. Like, comment, truth wins. Share to your barkada at see you next week for more unfiltered politics. Peace out at mabuhay ang Pilipinas.